Hi guys, sorry I am a couple of minutes late getting started tonight. Yeah, I might have cut it a little too close, right? With the time the last stuff ended tonight and the time we were starting. And I did not allow for the fact that there's a big bunch of unpaid teams. So I was kind of trying to get some of that squared away. And bear with me for a minute here, please. I do have, I'm getting the spreadsheet loaded right now. As soon as I get that up and functional, then we'll go over our information. Then I'll take a look at what's still sitting unpaid, and at that point we might possibly have some unpaid teams available via chat. We'll take a look at that shortly here, but first let me get the spreadsheet up. Apologize again for being a slight bit tardy. I'm not used to starting these early hours myself, and I think I got myself messed up tonight. Meanwhile, hope you guys are doing okay. We are going to be opening several things tonight. It will be impeccable football, immaculate basketball, some, what else? 5-star baseball, and archives baseball. And of course, archives just came out today, so that's a fun one. And while I'm finishing up my few little things here, we'll go ahead and let you get started taking a look at that. Just some basic information there about the fact that my feedback is automated, so you don't ever have to wait on me, unlike you had to wait on me tonight, right? I know what you're thinking. And then, of course, second note there just to say thanks for bidding and breaking and joining me tonight. And I am trying right now, guys, just to simply get my eBay unpaid items loaded so that I can see what we've got available. And I'll be able to hopefully share that with you shortly. Jay Allen is here and Greg is here. Hi, guys. I'm waiting for eBay to load. We'll let you take a look at this while I'm waiting on that to load. That, of course, is just a list of everything that is coming up in the days ahead. So and you'll notice we're breaking early every night all the way up through Monday night. We're going to have these 9:15 and 9:30 starts. We're cramming in a lot of things with a lot of base cards, and that's the reason we're in this spot. So our first up tonight is going to be impeccable football. Right now, it looks like we will have a team available in impeccable for those of you who might be interested. It is currently showing unpaid for the Falcons, so unless that payment comes in here in the next couple of minutes, we would have the Falcons available at $37. We are potentially going to have the Mariners available in 5-star. They were at $18.50. And we may have another one in 5-star, and we may have a couple in immaculate basketball. I am going to grab some messages here and see what we've got going on there. So let's see here. I don't know what I've got going on there. Sorry, I know this is frustrating, guys. I absolutely hate doing this myself. I despise when we have a bunch of unpaid stuff that leaves us dealing with this at the start of breaks. It's my absolute least favorite thing as well. All right, guys, so I'm sure you've had a good look at this now. And, of course, you can see we're breaking all kinds of stuff. Hoops, basketball. We've got more 5-star on Friday night. Flawless comes out. We'll get into that. Immaculate basketball on Friday again as well. And then Prism football comes out on Friday. We'll break some of that. Saturday is more of the same, except we've got a case of autographed full-size football helmets coming in on Saturday that we'll break as well. And we'll do a full case of archives on Saturday night. Sunday, half case mini helmets, half case of jerseys, another half case of hoops. Note that the veteran base doesn't ship in the hoops breaks. On Monday, we'll do another case of update jumbo along with some 4th and goal and some autographed baseball jerseys. For tonight, this is also the order that we're going to be breaking in. So it will be impeccable football at first, then immaculate basketball, 5-star baseball, and archives baseball in that order. Everything tonight is a paid shipping break. There are no free shipping breaks. And I am anticipating all of this stuff to get out the door on Monday. If I can get it out to you faster than that, of course, you know I will. But kind of plan on Monday. Be pleasantly surprised if I'm able to make it happen faster than that. And what else? What else? I think that's it from here. Let me bring you back. Let me bring you back here, and I'm going to check one more time and see if that payment has come in or if I have any messages that have to do with that payment. And once again, sorry. You have no idea how much I hate dealing with unpaid bidders and trying to sell stuff off at the start of breaks. Probably as much as you hate having to sit here and watch it and wait on it, I would imagine. Okay, so we are still setting on, yeah, guys, Falcons, Unpaid, and Impeccable, which is what's coming up next. And it looks like Roper Student said you were interested first. It's $37, guys. Richard is asking how much. Philly Fan says he'll take them for sure. Roper, you want the Mariners at $18.50. Okay, great. Roper Student, can you please... which is easier for you guys? For me to type in an email address for you to send it to PayPal, or for me to send you a PayPal money request? You let me know which direction you want to go there, and we can figure that out. And so Roper, you wanted the Mariners, so I think we go past you. Richard, you were asking how much, but you're talking about the basketball, it looks like. So Philly Fan, you're the one who wants the Falcons. Is that correct? Are we still correct on that? And, okay, Philly Fan, you're the video game guy. All right, so you want me to, do you want me to invoice you, or do you want me to send you my email in chat and then you send over to me? Right now, Roper Student, I'm going to let the other one ride for a minute to see how things come out. Immaculate Basketball, I've got a couple of teams in there and another team in 5-star that all belongs to one person who's a new bidder. I know they said they were going to having some PayPal problems. They were going to try to get it taken care of. So I'm going to give them at least through the end of this impeccable break before I move that team. But right now I'm just dealing with the Falcons, which video game guy wants, and you said you're going to do it that way, so let's get that done. Thank you everyone else for your patience while we get this taken care of. And I did not mean to put a space in there. It shouldn't have had that. It should be all one word when you send this in like that. And if you want to get that shot over for the Falcons, I'll go ahead and get this order canceled for this person, and we'll get the Falcons done. It was let me get this canceled and get it taken care of. Yeah, I don't know why these people buy teams and then they don't pay for them. It's really super frustrating for me too. But nonetheless, that's what they do. So let's get this done. I'm going to update the spreadsheet here real quickly to reflect the fact that I think the Cardinals payment came in, but I don't remember who it is. And let me fix this. This is now Second Chance to Video Game Guy. All right, and let me go back and try to figure out who this late payment came from so I can get them added to the spreadsheet, and then we'll be ready to go, believe it or not. I know this just is, not fun. I apologize again, guys. I just get stuck with so much unpaid things. I can't let vast quantities of stuff set out there anymore like I used to, unfortunately. Just was costing me way too much money. All right, let me find the Cardinals for this break so I can update the spreadsheet there, and then I think we'll be pretty well ready to go. Oh, come on, eBay. There's really no reason to act like that. ay, 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 ay. All right, Philly fan, thank you. You've got it in over there at PayPal. Did you happen to put in notes what it was by chance? If not, I'll just mark it. I'll go in there and mark it right now myself so that I know what it is and that I don't forget it. Oh, why is this doing this? Come on. eBay is not being my friend tonight. eBay is not wanting to let me look anything up. Making life difficult here for us all, aren't they? Oh, I'm just, once again, waiting on a page to load. There we go. That is what I needed to have. Let's get this plugged into the spreadsheet. Then I can put it up. And we can go ahead and get started, at least on the first break, and then we'll have the pleasure of doing this again, probably for just about every break tonight, because I had a bunch of unpaid stuff tonight, sadly. All right, our spreadsheet is updated for this break anyway, so let's go back and buzz through it and get ready to rock and roll. So this is a case of Impeccable Football, which of course, you know, we all love the Impeccable Football, and this is the 5th case of it. So I don't have a whole lot of this left. This may actually, could be I don't know. If this isn't the last one, it's pretty close to the last one. And of course, team names are there on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. You'll see the Falcons there, of course, updated to reflect our second chance offer. And thank you for picking the Falcons up. I appreciate that. We got that order canceled on eBay, so we don't have to worry about it. I am going to take off autofocus right now, so you're going to see the background go out of focus a little bit, but don't worry, we're still going to be able to see our cards with no problem. They're all still ready to go. Happily. Now, at last, we can get into something. Yay. Thanks, everyone, for your patience. I appreciate it. Thank you, Philly fan, for picking up the Falcons. And hopefully you're going to be rewarded with some good karma for picking those up and helping us out tonight. And at last, we are ready to go. So we're going to have one of our boxes will have an extra, they don't like to come out of here all that easily, card in it, which is right here. It is this box, as a matter of fact. And down in the bottom here, this is our card that has the little ingot. You know, it'll either be a silver or gold bar in there. And most of the time, they're silver, but we did find a gold one recently. And I forget if it was in basketball or if it was in football, but we have found one. These are just little blank insert cards. They're added in there to make the height the same for the boxes that don't have the extra card as the boxes that do. But you know I like to always show you that sort of thing, so you know what's in there and you don't think anything, you know, is being left in the box, so to speak. Okay, finally, at last, we're ready. Good luck, everyone. Let's hope we pull some fire out of here tonight. Greg, you're in the basketball break tonight. You're in Immaculate. Well, you know that I love Immaculate and Impeccable. And we're actually kind of due in Immaculate basketball. We're due to pull something kind of extra in there, I think. You know, it's time for cleats or some kind of special relic, I think. We haven't had a lot of those come out of Immaculate basketball so far this year, so hopefully it's going to come out tonight. All right, so let's take a look here. First up, T.Y. Hilton to 75 for the Colts. Everything's numbered in here, guys, base cards and all in Impeccable. That is numbered to 25. It's A.J. Green and the Bengals. Jarvis Landry to 75 for the Browns. We have Devontae Adams to 75 for the Green Bay Packers. For the Browns, it's Tyrod Taylor to 75. Todd Gurley for the Rams to 75. Doug Baldwin to 25, Seahawks. Case Keenum to 10 for the Denver Broncos. Did you guys hear about Chad Kelly? Was that not bizarre? Yeah, I mean, he went to Von Miller's Halloween party. Apparently, I don't know if he was drunk or on drugs or what his deal was, but got into it with his teammates at a players-only party, had to be escorted out by security, then goes to some random person's house, goes into their house and sits down on their couch and starts mumbling incoherently. And so they beat him up with a vacuum cleaner tube, called the cops on him. He got arrested, and now he's been let go from the Broncos all in 24 hours. That is a Halloween party gone bad. Number to 25, Mike Hughes and the Minnesota Vikings is out first. And hey, how about a second Mike Hughes for the Minnesota Vikings? But that one is to 10, just in case you wanted a bookend of Mike Hughes. You know, happy. Panini's always happy to oblige the same player coming out multiple times in the same case. Emmanuel Sanders and the Broncos, numbered to 50 on that nice big relic. The Colts have Jordan Wilkins, and that is numbered to 49. Tony Dorsett and the Cowboys. Hey, how about a little Tony Dorsett action? I like that. I like that a lot. Cowboys to 5. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. I like a lot of the throwback SIGs like that. Marcus Davenport for the Saints. That is numbered to 49. Then we have Michael Vick, Falcons. That is numbered to 49. Perine comes out for the Redskins. Hi, Buckeye. Perine is numbered to 15 for Washington. Lavon Coleman to 75, Houston Texans. This is a nice one. Barry Sanders, baby, for those Lions. Yeah, I love that. That is numbered to 10, and that's pretty awesome if you happen to have Detroit in here tonight. If you've got the Kansas City Chiefs, Kareem Hunt's going to make you smile. That is numbered to 49. Tyler Lockett comes out for the Seahawks to 75. Here is James Washington for the Pittsburgh Steelers to 75, dual relic. And, of course, another autograph hit there. Traquan Smith, that is numbered to 75 for the Saints. Yeah, see, you got good karma, right, for picking up the Falcons. So I said I hoped you got rewarded for your good deed of picking up the unpaid team, and indeed you did with the Michael Vick is a nice way to cap that off. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, that is numbered to 75. We have a redemption. We'll flip it in just a second. Let's take a look first at our ingot here and see what who we've got here. It's for the Patriots. It's Adam Vinatieri, and it's a silver one, numbered to 15. So that is actually 1 troy ounce of silver in your card there. So pretty cool. If you've got the Patriots, it's always nice to hit those silver ingots or gold ones. I think actually the Patriots might have been our last one too, out of our last case. And our redemption, oh man, Antonio Brown. Steelers scoring right there at the end. You already had the James Washington. Now you've got the nice Antonio Brown to go with it. So let's go ahead and roll over here to the Panini website and take a look and find out what that's going to be numbered to. So give me a second and we'll get that checklist up. I foolishly had the Topps website open and not the Panini one, so let me get the right situation happening here, and then we're going to go check this out. All right, there we slid in our happy little break for Panini, or our checklist, I should say, for our Panini break. Let's roll over here. We are, of course, in football for 2018. Looking up Impeccable. I'm pretty excited about Prism coming out, by the way, on Friday. Now, where is Impeccable? There it is. I looked right past it. I don't know how I missed that the first time. Our card set is what? Impeccable Victory is what we're looking for. So let's find that in here somewhere. And we're rolling. AB is card number 6. It's going to be numbered to 15. So, wow, Antonio Brown to 15, Steelers. You got to be loving that. That doesn't come out too often, obviously. Just numbered to 15. I guess that would tell us alone it doesn't come out too often, huh? How about that? Jason, that's your silver card. Very nice, my friend. Always good to get the case hit. So let's recap our Impeccable break here. After we do that, we're going to be, I think, in Immaculate Basketball. I'll double check that. This is the Steelers. It is Antonio Brown Redemption, numbered to 15. Pretty sweet. The Texans, Lavon Coleman. Pirine for the Redskins. There's the Michael Vick for the Falcons that Philly fan picks up because he jumped in and picked up an unpaid team, which we appreciate. Josh Allen for the Bills. Traquan Smith for the Saints. Marcus Davenport, Saints. James Washington, Steelers. Tony Dorsett for the Cowboys, and that's a low-numbered one, too. That is numbered to 5. So some always nice low-number stuff coming out of Impeccable, of course. Jordan Wilkins to 49. Emmanuel Sanders to 50. Mike Hughes and another Mike Hughes. One was to 10, one was to 25. Tyler Lockett and the Seahawks. Kareem Hunt for the Chiefs. Barry Sanders for the Lions. And then our silver card tonight, Anna Vinatieri, numbered to 15 for the Patriots. Hi, Martin. We have not done 5-star yet. Everything's a little off the mark tonight. I started a minute or two, couple of minutes late, and then we've had a bunch of unpaid teams. So then having to kind of deal with those as we go down the road here, too. So, yeah, we haven't gotten but one thing done yet, I am sorry to say. And now I've got to take a moment to see how much unpaid stuff we're still looking at for our upcoming break. Which right now, guys, I am looking at Immaculate Basketball, and that should be our next up. And I've got 2 teams in here that are not paid. That is someone who I'm aware was, hoping to get payment made, but it looks like it's not here yet. It is $31 for the Miami Heat. And then alongside the Miami Heat, we have the Sacramento Kings. And these would need to go together. The Kings were $125, or at least all 3 of these teams have to sell because they're all 3 the same person. So this is what we would have on tap, and somebody's going to have to let me know if they want to pick all of this up or not. So you've got the Heat in this break for $31, the Kings for $125, and then we've also got the Cincinnati Reds in 5-star, all on this same ticket. And that one is at $26. Wendy 5-star will be right after we do Immaculate, which of course I would love to already be doing. But as you heard, we're still dealing here with some unpaid teams, and I'm trying to see if we can find a home for them or not. So if anybody wants that, please let me know now. And if not, then I guess I'll have to take my chances and see whether or not I actually get paid. But we're talking about Immaculate, the Heat for, you may as well say $30. It was 31, but may as well say 30. The Kings for $125, and then the Reds in 5-star were $26. So Roper, however much all that adds up to, basically adds up to around $180, something like that. Yeah, Martin, 120 is probably, I'd rather, I'll probably just take the risk and see if I ultimately get paid for it. That's quite a bit less than the bid amounts. I appreciate the offer on that, but I need to get pretty close to the 180, or otherwise I'll let it ride and take my chances with either getting the cards myself if I don't get paid, or maybe if I get lucky and the person does pay me, you know, one or the other there. So meanwhile, let's go ahead and get our spreadsheet information up here one more time. So of course, we just finished Impeccable. We're getting ready to do Immaculate Basketball. Behind that will be 5-star. Behind that will be Archives. I'm anticipating everything to get out the door on Monday. If I can get it out to you faster than Monday, you know I will. And I'm going to try very hard to do so. But for now, let's plan on Monday, and we'll just be happy if it goes sooner. So we're looking at 5 boxes of 2017-18 Immaculate Basketball. This is a full case break. It is break number 3. We've got our team names there on the left-hand side, and the winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. Of course, I already discussed the Heat and the Kings. It doesn't sound like anybody is interested in picking those up, so I guess we're going to let those ride. And in that case, that means the Reds will also be left to let ride in the next break, because they were all the same bidder. And I guess I'll just have to hope that that person does actually pay me. And I don't know, the way my week is gone, I somehow imagine that he won't. But we'll see. You never know. I should take the opposite approach, right? And just assume that he will. We'll see how it goes. So Immaculate Basketball, we've got, I think, one more case of this. And we looked at that earlier, and I believe it's Friday night when we're breaking the last case of this. I think that's right. Sounds right, anyway. Somewhere in that general vicinity. Ruben, the Heat was 30. And the Kings, actually the Heat was 31, the Kings were 125, so I'm just looking at them together. You know, whatever that adds up to be, 155 basically, for the pair of them. And of course, Latchman had said he would pick up the Reds out of the other break, because that is all on one invoice, so that's one where it's kind of an all or nothing. I need to either sell all 3 teams or let all 3 teams ride, you know, because it's all the same bidder. And he has been in communication with me. He has told me he's trying to work it out and get it paid. And, you know, there was a time when I would kind of unquestionably just say okay and let that stuff ride. But honestly, I've been burned so much lately that I have had a tendency to not do that too much. Not like I used to anyway, but I guess we are tonight. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll hope for the best and hope he does, in fact, turn out to be an honest guy. And I guess we'll find out by tomorrow. So this, of course, is 1 pack per box, or in this case, per 10 in here. And then each of our boxes, our interior boxes, are going to have numbered cards, just kind of like what we had in Impeccable. You know, everything in Immaculate is going to be numbered as well. And I'm trying to not make so much noise in here. This is like so loud in here. Those tins are like so loud. I know. I really don't know why they put them in the metal tins, to be honest with you. It's like they're just in this little tiny box. I'm sure it's because of the price they charge. They want you to think, ooh, yeah, you know, here's this big, expensive packaging. But I will admit the Flawless briefcase is pretty cool. Which it should be, you know, when you're paying $1,200, $1,400, $1,500 a box cards. It probably kind of should come in something cool. And I do also like the cigar box, the wooden cigar box with the lacquered finish that National Treasures comes in. I like that pretty well too. But most of the other packaging is just kind of like, you know, take it or leave it sort of thing. Roper, I think I will just gonna let it ride on that. So we'll see if the guy, you know, we've already got stuff out and open and rolling. So I guess we will wait and see, and I will hope the guy pays me, and who knows if he will or not. But I guess we'll find out in a few hours or days or whatever the case may be, I guess. This is DeMar DeRozan. It's the Raptors, and it is numbered to 10 on that one. The Lakers are coming out here with Mr. Magic Johnson. That is numbered to 49. Numbered to 12, it is Steven Adams and the Thunder. Then we have Frank Kaminsky and the Hornets. That is also numbered to 10. You can see you've definitely got some chipping up there in that upper left-hand corner for sure. And then we have Kyle Korver for the Cavaliers, numbered to 99. Some big-time chipping down there in the lower right. You can definitely see that one pretty easily. Also some on the back as well. That's the downfall of some of these really thick cards, is you just, so often there's edge and corner where it kind of is not really all that good to find in these high-end things, but yet it's there on the thicker cards. Josh Jackson to 25 for the Phoenix Suns. So nice little rookie hit there if you've got Phoenix. Jay Allen, you said you got a boatload of the cigar boxes. I know, I do too. I've got a lot of National Treasure stuff. I've got a lot of briefcases. I've got a bunch of that sort of stuff hanging around here myself. I do kind of keep that. I don't really keep the 10s very, very often. Sometimes, but not super often. That is numbered to 35. It's C.J. McCollum for the Blazers was our base card. And some Ben Simmons fabric, numbered to 49 for the 76ers. Behind that, numbered to 10, it is Isaiah Thomas for the Pistons. The, original Isaiah Thomas, for lack of a better way to describe it. Not the current Isaiah Thomas. Luke Kennard, that one numbered to 99, also a Detroit Piston. And apparently we're in a Motor City kind of box because, yeah, here's another Piston. Numbered to 49, it's Joe Dumars. So, yeah, Pistons just all over the place right there. But look at that nice hit for the Sacramento Kings. It is numbered to 49. It is Vince Carter on one of our Shadow Box signature cards, which honestly is one of my favorite card sets in Immaculate. I really like the way those look. So, always happy to pull them out. Our base card is Jokic. That is numbered to 25 for the Denver Nuggets. And we have numbered to 49, Hornets, Cody Zeller. I know, original Isaiah Thomas is kind of cool to pull him, right? I mean, like, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one thinking that. I'm glad to see. This, finally, we hit a piece of a shoe. I've been waiting for this. It is numbered to 25, Dominique Wilkins. I told you guys I kind of thought we were due, though, right, for a piece of the shoe. And here it is, soul of the game for the Atlanta Hawks. And because that will not fit in a sleeve, I'm going to put it in something else for the time being. Of course, I will make sure I get it shipped to you nice and safely, but just for now, for the purposes of handling it, we'll keep it in a team bag that will act as its sleeve until I get it ready to head out the door to you. Numbered to 99, the Phoenix Suns have Davin Reed. Yeah, those shoe cards are always really thick, Jay Allen. You can almost always tell when they're coming because as soon as you see one that thick, you can, in Immaculate, it's usually going to be a shoe. Dylan Brooks to 25. That is for the Grizzlies. We have a dual signature for the Magic. Very nice. Jonathan Isaac on the bottom. Aaron Gordon on the top. That's numbered to 49 for Orlando. Ay, ay, ay. Why doesn't my box not want to open? There we go. The New York Knicks have Enes Kanter numbered to 10. Here come the Lakers again. This is Jamal Wilkes. That's numbered to 35 for the Lakers. Next out, it's Nikolai Mirotic are numbered to 16 for the Pelicans. I'll get it out in a minute. I see a redemption. We're going to flip it over. We'll look at that at the very end of the break. DJ Wilson comes out to 99, Milwaukee Bucks. Behind that comes David Robinson, a nice little hit for the Spurs. That is numbered to 25 as well. Some chipping and things over there, particularly in that lower right. I guess I only cut one side of those. I guess that's why they're acting silly, those last two boxes. Apparently I only cut the stickers on one side for some reason. Jamal Murray, numbered to 75 for the Denver Nuggets. Numbered to 49 for New Orleans, it's Mirotic again. And, well, why not just keep at it? Here's a third one for Nikolai, and that one is numbered to 49 as well. Panini did an absolutely terrible job managing to randomize this box. Ooh, but I like that. That's quite handsome. That is Devin Harris, nameplate nobility. It is numbered to 6 for the Nuggets. I see a Laker on deck. It is Ronnie Turiff. That's numbered to 99. I don't even remember this guy. Why don't I remember this guy? In 2008. It hadn't been that long ago. I should remember him, but I don't remember him for some reason at all. Ronnie whatever. Turiff. Anyway, he's there. He's a Laker. He's headed your way if you've got LA tonight. Here's Damon Stoudemire, Trailblazers. Numbered to 99. Have another dual signature coming up on board here. Wow, that is, now the Lakers are, well, I started saying now the Lakers are happy, but guess what? It's a dual, and we're going to have to go to random with it, I think. Reggie Miller for the Pacers on top. Lonzo Ball for the Lakers on the bottom, numbered to 25. Definitely have a little dinging up here in that upper right corner. Nothing too severe, but definitely not perfect either. That is a very handsome card. However, it's got two different teams on it. So we'll go to the spreadsheet, see if the same person happens to own both teams. If they do, great. If they don't, we'll go to random.org. I will enter Pacers first and Lakers second because that's the order they appear on the card. I would hit random 3 different times. The first 2 won't count. The third and final random will determine which of those 2 teams gets the card. Now we have a premium patch autograph gold for Alan. Is it does he pronounce it Crab, guys? I've never heard his name pronounced ever. That I remember. Does he pronounce it Crab, or is it Crabbe or Crabby, or is it something completely different? You know I'm really bad with pronouncing the names even when I do know what they're supposed to be. And I've never heard his name pronounced, so I am astonishingly bad at that one. Does anybody know how to pronounce his last name by chance? And I don't really know why I've never heard his name pronounced, but I haven't. So it is just Crab. Okay. So that's I've always kind of called him Crab, and then I thought, that's probably wrong. Like, why would it have all those extra letters if that's all it is? But yeah, all right. I was just overthinking it due to the fact that I usually butcher all the names. I was overthinking it a little, I guess. All right, we're going into Immaculate. Our card set for Alan Crab here is Premium Patch Autographs Gold. So let's get that up here. I better make sure I brought you along with. Did I? Yes, good. He is card number 52. We got to go way down the list. It is numbered to 5. Wow. Okay. So I thought gold would be low, but I wasn't really expecting it to be to 5. So the Nets managed to, you know, pull out a good one right there at the end, didn't they? Now, you know what we've got to do next? We've got to deal with that card that we're looking at to potentially go to random. So in this instance, we need to look at the Pacers, which are right here, and then the Lakers. And where are our Lakers? Yeah, we've got two different team owners there. So we're going to roll over here to random.org. I'm going to switch you over there first. I'm going to follow along behind you. And once again, it will be entered with the Pacers typed in first and the Lakers second. That's because that's the order they appear in on the card. I'm going to hit randomize 3 different times. The first 2 do not count. So it is the third and final random that will tell us where that card's going to go. So good luck to the Pacers and the Lakers. Here we go. Ignore this first one. You can ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. And there you'll see it says 3 times. There's our date and time stamp. It stays with the Lakers. Yeah, that is it. I'm making sure that says 3 times because I swear to you, yeah, but it does. You guys watched it too. So, all right. Let's recap. Let me get, I tell you what, let me go ahead and get that in something so that I can mark on it and make a notation that it went to the Lakers by way of random, and then that way I won't have to go back and watch later, right? It'll be one less thing I've got to do later. So we're going to recap Immaculate. It is premium patch autographs, gold Allen Crabbe for the Nets. It will be numbered to 5 when it shows up at your doorstep. The Reggie Miller and Lonzo Ball was awarded using random.org. It went to the Lakers bidding position, which doesn't really show up too well on there, but maybe it does better there now. So the Lakers with an embarrassment of riches tonight. Dominique Wilkins, that's a piece of the sneaker, pretty cool, for the Atlanta Hawks. We had Stoudemire for the Trailblazers. We had this guy, Ronnie Turiff or something like that, for the Lakers. Had a nice nameplate come out for Devin Harris and the Nuggets. One of several Nikolai Mirotic for NOLA. There's one. There's another one back to back. A nice David Robinson for the Spurs. DJ Wilson came out for the Milwaukee Bucks. Let me get this stuff set aside, and then we'll move on down the line here. Lakers again. That one is Jamal Wilkes. Dylan Brooks for the Grizzlies. Davin Reed for the Suns. Cody Zeller for the Hornets. The Sacramento Kings had the really nice shadow box Vince Carter to 49. Then we have the Pistons, Joe DeMar, the Pistons, Luke Kennard, and yeah, you guessed it, the Pistons, Isaiah Thomas, the original Isaiah Thomas. Mirotic again for NOLA. Nice dual signature for the Orlando Magic. Ben Simmons showed up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Josh Jackson, really nice to 25 for the Phoenix Suns. Cleveland Cavaliers hit with Kyle Korver. The Hornets have a Frank Kaminsky. Then numbered to 12 for the Thunder, it is Steven Adams. And then we started things off with Magic Johnson and the Lakers. So that is our box of Immaculate Basketball. Yeah, Jay Allen, I know when I saw it that it was Reggie Miller and Lonzo Ball, you know, you hate for either team to have to walk away empty-handed on that one. So I always, random, you know, it's hard because the person who wins it, of course, you know, you're thrilled. But the person who ends up not getting it, it's always very disappointing. I hate that every time it happens. So we are going to be heading next into 5-star baseball. Let me double check something here. I am sitting on the one unpaid. Obviously, the other guy's just kind of setting. Let me see if this guy has anything I need to deal with here. Yeah, so I mean, you know, I've got the guy setting for the same team we talked about earlier, which was what, the Marlins, I think, or was it the Marlins or the Mariners? Maybe it was the Mariners. Let me double check. But it's not, in the grand scheme of things, really all that much money. So if anybody wants it, cool. If not, we're going to roll right on with it. So let me just answer this guy real quick. And then we'll be into 5-star. I will go ahead and get you set up, taking a look at the spreadsheet while I am finishing up my task here. Okay, so you know the deal. I'm hoping to get it out before Monday, but I'm going to list it as Monday to be on the safe side and hope that I can work a little harder and faster and get it to you sooner. We're headed into 5-star. We've already finished up Impeccable and Immaculate, and Archives will be after 5-star. So this is an 8-box case, and actually, sorry, I need to do one more thing. I apologize here, guys. We do have another unpaid team in there that I just needed to note, and I forgot to do it. So now I'll put you back over here. All right, so 8 boxes of 2018 5-star baseball, full case break number 3. We do have a little more 5-star hanging around here, and we'll probably get tearing into that fairly soon as well. Team names are on the left, of course, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. Couple of unpaid teams in here. The Reds, which you guys know the deal with that. That's hanging out with our teams from Immaculate Basketball, and we're going to let them ride and hope they get paid. And then, of course, the Marlins is the other team that is setting currently as unpaid. Martin, you want to pick up the Marlins, you said, in 5-star? Do you have my email info, Martin? Do you want to just send it over, or do you need me to invoice you for it, or what's the easiest way to do it? And then I'll need to go in real quickly and cancel the order as well if you're going to pick it up, so that person doesn't end up, you know, at some later point paying for it and having it double paid. So I'm sorry, did I say Marlins? Mariners. I'm sorry, I keep saying the wrong team, don't I? Mariners, and I said the wrong thing. Sorry. I'm like so confused myself. This is what happens when I get unpaid stuff. I get confused myself. So let me go back through and double check, because I think apparently I said Marlins once, Mariners another time. It is Mariners. It is the Seattle Mariners that are unpaid in here in 5-star. Not the Marlins. My bad, guys. Not the Marlins. Mariners. Which means I probably also did the wrong thing on the spreadsheet, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I made it for the Marlins, and it should have been the Mariners. So let's get that fixed back. And I just made a mess of everything, didn't I? Let's get all of that fixed back. And then that means I better put the spreadsheet up one more time as well, since I had put the wrong. Thank you for catching that. Thank you for letting me know that I messed that up and marked the wrong team. I appreciate it. All right, so I tell you what can I do here to... Normally, I'll put the spreadsheet up again after I open these boxes to show that again where I fix that team, because I don't want the person who has the Marlins to panic when they see it and it says unpaid, but I've already opened the case and I have the boxes out, so you guys know I don't like to switch the view from that point. So as soon as we take a look at what's in here, I'll put the revised spreadsheet up there. Marlins team owner, I'm sorry, I marked the wrong one. It's the Mariners unpaid, not the Marlins. Yes, Roper, I messed it up for sure. I do, again, I appreciate you guys flagging that for me. I I don't generally have so many unpaid things in one night, and I need to probably find a better process for dealing with them when I do have them, because it gets very confusing. At times, it's also quite time-consuming. So yeah, I will put that spreadsheet up again with the revision shortly. And once again, if you're the person with the Marlins, I'm sorry. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. It's the Mariners that's unpaid. Mariners. Not Marlins. Eric, the Marlins are paid. So I just marked the wrong team. It is the Mariners that we're setting unpaid. So yes, the Marlins are paid. So again, apologies for the confusion on that, Eric. Oh, I think Martin has already picked it up, it looks like, Eric. And then actually Roper has said that earlier he said yes to the Mariners, which is true. Roper, you were talking about the Mariners earlier, but then I thought, I don't know what happened. I thought you weren't interested in them anymore because you didn't mention it again a while ago. So if you still want them as well, Roper, then we'll have to work something out between you and Martin as to which one of you ends up with it. But Eric, definitely it is spoken for at this point between one of the two. Aaron Nola comes out for the Phillies. That is numbered to 15. And it is first up. Then we have for the St. Louis Cardinals, it is Paul DeJong. Numbered to nothing. That one's not numbered. I know better than that. I know when they don't have another color, they're not numbered. Next up, it is Scott Kingery for the Phillies. All right, Roper. So, Martin, it is riding with you then for the Seattle Mariners. And you and I work together often, so I'll just take care of invoicing you after the break so we don't keep everybody held up here. And I appreciate you picking them up. Thank you for that. This is Tom Glavine for the Mets. It is numbered to 30. You've got a nice big patch there with a pinstripe in it. And, of course, your hard-signed autograph as well. For the Cincinnati Reds, it's Tyler Mahle. For my poor little Cincinnati Reds. Dennis Eckersley, that is numbered to 35 for the Oakland A's. That's a really nice card. The career year insert. It's a particularly nice looking card. You'll like that even better when you get it in your hands, I imagine. For the Padres, it is Hunter Renfroe. Then behind that, it is Jose Canseco. That one is numbered to 25. Also coming out for the Oakland A's. Oakland with a couple of nice hits there with Eckersley and Canseco. Feels like we've got a redemption. Yeah, we do. Alex Verdugo and the Dodgers did not get themselves off to a very good start in Game 1 of the World Series. And Clayton Kershaw, man, how stupid is that he complained about how close the seats are to the bullpen. So now all the Fenway Park patrons are going to heckle the bullpen even more for the Dodgers. I mean, that was just silly. You should not admit things like that. Padres hit with Manny. Oh, that's a handsome card right there. That is Wade Boggs. It is numbered to 20. It's a silver signature blue parallel. And, of course, Wade Boggs is a Red Sox. So we've pulled something for each of our World Series teams tonight anyway. Matt Olson, Oakland A's. Man, Oakland A's have hit a lot in here. Then we have Chipper Jones, really nice Chipper Jones to 35 for the Atlanta Braves. Next out, Francisco Mejia, Cleveland Indians. And Noah Syndergaard. Oh, that's nice for the Mets. Golden Grafts numbered to, what does that say? 25 on the Golden Grafts. So we do have a redemption to flip over. We're going to take a look at that, and then we'll recap our break here. The redemption is, oh, baby, look at that. Juan Soto, Nationals. Boom. Right there it is. That's what we've been waiting for, isn't it? Because we've already pulled ourselves a Shohei Ohtani out of 5-star. In fact, it was a silver signature blue parallel, which means it would have been numbered to 20. Now we pulled ourselves a nice Juan Soto. His 5-star continues to pay off for us. Let's get back over here. We're going to roll into the Topps website. Theirs is a little bit different. Their checklist is not going to show us what things are numbered to, but we can, of course, use it to verify the team for Juan Soto. It's going to be the Nationals, but nonetheless, we still always go to a checklist when it is available. So it is a 5-star base autograph. We're just looking to find Juan Soto on here to match him up with his team. Right there it is, Washington Nationals. And that is all the homework we need to do there. That's all the housekeeping we need right there. Martin, do you have them tonight? Do you have the Nationals? Oh, that's a nice hit. Hey, I tell you what, guys, before we recap, let me get this spreadsheet put back up again so that I don't forget to do it, to show the correction that I made on here. So, of course, this is the break we just completed for 5-star, but a moment ago I did something stupid and I marked the Marlins as unpaid, and that was incorrect. It was the Mariners that was unpaid. It was not the Marlins. But what I need to do is go in here now and mark that this went second chance. So we'll take an opportunity to do that as well and get that squared away. Now, so apologies one more time. I know it was awful. I'm sorry I freaked out the Marlins owner, who's probably, watching it later on tape delay, and they probably only got as far as like seeing it the first time and then, put it on pause and whipped out an email. That's probably what I would have done too. But yeah, so there it is in its corrected form. So Martin, what a nice hit you have there, my friend. That is worth the price of admission. Juan Soto coming out for the Nationals. Then to recap, we have Manny for the Padres. For the Oakland A's, Jose Canseco. This one numbered to 25. And Padres hit again with Hunter Renfroe. The A's hit again with this nice Dennis Eckersley to 35. It's just a really particularly nice card. Nice card design and everything on that one. Tyler Mahle makes an appearance for my Cincinnati Reds. The Mets hit with Tom Glavine. The Phillies and Scott Kingery. The St. Louis Cardinals and Paul DeJong. Phillies with Aaron Nola, also a nice hit, numbered to 15. Here come the Dodgers with Alex Verdugo. Golden Grafts to 25. That's Noah Syndergaard for the Mets. The Indians hit with Francisco Mejia. Chipper Jones to 35 for the Atlanta Braves. The A's one more time. That one, Matt Olson. And then a silver signature blue parallel numbered to 20, Wade Boggs for the Red Sox. So that is 5-star locked and loaded for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining that. Again, I'm sorry that everything took a lot longer than it should have tonight. I do very much appreciate your patience while we were working through some of these unpaid things along the way. I'm going to flip your view one more time. I need to go in and get that order canceled for the Mariners because Martin is going to pick that up. So let me get that taken care of real quickly here. And then we'll be off to the races one more time. As soon as it'll figure out where is the can, there it is. All right, so that order is canceled for the Mariners. Martin and I will send that invoice to you after the break. We're not going to worry about doing that right now. So Monday, anticipated shipping date, hoping I can get it to you sooner, all of the above here. But of course, with short post office day on Saturday, no mail on Sunday. That's why it's projected, of course, for Monday. But I will try really hard to get some or all of this out to you faster if I can. We're going to open 5 boxes of 2018 Topps Archives Baseball. This is a half case break. This is loose boxes from a shared case. I got half the case. Somebody else got the other half of the case. And this is the only time we'll be opening it as loose boxes like this. Our next break of this, which I think is Saturday night, is going to be a full 10-box case. Note that the Sandlot cards, you'll see them right there, do have their own bidding spot in the break. So any of the Sandlot insert cards that we hit, whether they're base or autographed or whatever, if they're the Sandlot series, it's going to go to that bidding position. Latchman, I did not find any Stadium Club offhand, but I have a lot more stuff to look through. It is, I wish it were so easy as I could just take a quick glance and tell you, but sadly it is not. I have got stuff everywhere in terms of some of this older stuff. So it will probably take me several days before I lay my hands on all of it. On the flip side, I did ask one of my reps today about that Kobe Bryant eminence, and they didn't know the answer. He's going to check into it, and I forgot to send a message to my second rep. I talked to one of them today. He's the one I asked. I meant to message another one, and I forgot, so I'll give him a buzz tomorrow, too. We'll see if I can find anything about that for you. Or maybe I'll get lucky and Rep A will have found out the answer for me by tomorrow. That'd be even better, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Oh, Matt, you were asking if there were any unpaid for archives. Actually, no, everything got paid for archives. Thank you, by the way, guys, for getting all of archives paid. So we're looking for 2 on-card autographs per box. The longest part of archives, of course, as many of you know, is just simply getting everything out of the pack. There's loads of packs in here. There's plenty of cards in each pack, but just getting it all out of the packs takes a while. And I really kind of thought we would have been started quicker than we are on it, and that's my fault. It's because of all that silly unpaid stuff that got us slowed down altogether by probably 15 minutes or maybe a little more than. So we're maybe 15-20 minutes later getting started on archives than I thought I would be, but we should still be able to knock it out probably in 45 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, I would think, maybe an hour. Roper, you're asking any idea on Transcendence for Topps. Yeah, I did not pre-order that. I just, I wasn't really seeing a lot of interest in it. There were a few of you that talked about it, but obviously that is an extremely expensive product. You're talking $26,000 or so, and I certainly didn't want to go into that with the idea that I might get stuck with it. So. And in general, a lot of the direct breaks I was doing around that time frame, we were eventually getting through them, but they were kind of slow moving, if you will. So I don't know, just didn't feel like it was a good time to undertake it. So we'll revisit it again next year, but not for this year. Jay Allen, you've got 9 teams in here. That is a lot. So yeah, hopefully we will find you something that you like. Now, of course, I'm sure everyone knows these are facsimile signatures that you see on there, okay? So they're not signatures of like actual live signatures in here. Those are printed on signatures. And anything that is like that, of course, when it's all the same teams, we're all good. We don't have to worry. If we happen to find one of those that has different teams on it, that would be another matter altogether. There's a Mike Piazza rookie history insert. And this is my first time getting a look at this too, so bear with me. There's a Sandlot card, for instance. So again, all of those Sandlot cards all heading to that one single bidding spot. There's Shohei. Expos cards go to the Nationals. Coming attraction insert. That's because, of course, the former Montreal Expos, they just moved and renamed themselves. They now go by the Washington Nationals, and so that's where we send them off to. Jay Allen, which 9 teams do you have in here? I don't remember, you know me, I don't remember who's got what in any given break on any given day. But if you've got 9, I would think that we would surely to goodness find something for you. Roper, you're asking if I could still get one. I don't know if pre-order's still open on that or not. I think it might be closed, but that's not to say that one of my distributors might not still allow me to jump in there. Sometimes they do, past the date. Yeah, it was right around 26,000, I think, and then you have to add the 3% that they charge for the credit card fee. So 26,000 and 3%, whatever that adds up to be. So, yeah. At least, I mean, I don't have it right in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. 3% I know is correct. But I'm saying the 26,000, it might have been 25, 9 or something, but I want to, it was really close to 26 anyway. So if you want me to look that up and you want more information on it, I can do that for you. The deal is, of course, that we would have to work out some sort of payment on that. That would have to be made before I would reserve it and that sort of thing. Another rookie history. So, guys, those are just reprints of the rookie cards. So, like, that is a nice reprint of the original Mike Trout rookie card, which would have been an update that year, as a matter of fact. But yeah, Roper, just remind, if you want to know the exact amount, like I'm just telling you, I probably have rounded up a little bit or whatever, but if you want to know exactly what it is, you hit me up later and or send me a message in eBay and I can look it up and tell you exactly, and I can also find out if I've missed the cutoff for it or not. So one of our autographs here is a Sandlot autograph, as a matter of fact. It's Kenny DeNunez, and so that, of course, is going to our Sandlot bidding category. So they hit right off the bat. Jay Allen, you have Arizona, Baltimore, the White Sox, the Reds, the Rockies, the Marlins, the Twins, the Rangers, and the Rays. Well, surely to goodness we can find you something interesting out of all that. Oh, I used to have that original card right there. Yeah, one of many that I had and got rid of when I was going to college. I had a huge collection of cards, and I just, that was about the time my parents had divorced, and so the house was being sold, and when that happens, how your parents, and you don't have anywhere to keep all your stuff. So they just kind of shove it off to you. And I'm thinking, oh man, I'm going to college. I don't have anywhere to keep all this stuff. So I sold all my cards. Man, there's a lot of them I wish I had back, I'll tell you what, and that's one of them. But anyway, that's how it goes. There's a nice little Gleyber Torres rookie that went by. Braves Future Stars, that's pretty cool. Coming attractions inserts again, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the Winfield rookie reprint, I had that original Winfield rookie card probably in multiples at the time. So I'm saying when I saw that go by, it's like, gosh, I wish I still had all of those. Because that would have, probably had some stuff worth some money these days, but it is long, long gone. That's what happens when we go to college and don't have anywhere to store all of our stuff, and your parents say, you got to take it back. And you're like, wait, what? That's when it starts getting sold, though, right? All right, so where is our other autograph? There it is, finally. All right, there's our other two. It held on there to the very bitter end, didn't it? It's the Mets. Felix Millan is our second autograph hit out of that box. The Sandlot, of course, was the first one, and that one for the Mets is our second one. Yeah, Jay Allen, I had a ton of those cards from the 70s. And, some of them were my own, and some of them I had older cousins that collected, and I would, talk them out of stuff and all that, because I was still pretty young in the 70s, but I guess enough that I had some allowance, because I used to go down and buy those packs all the time and chew that nasty gum and and put all my cards in a shoebox back then. Yeah. Crazy to think about, but that's the way it used to be. I was talking to one of my cousins the other day, and he was like, yeah, you remember I used to put cards, in the bicycle spokes. It's like, yeah, can you imagine? I mean, we didn't know. We were kids, and it was before everything was worth a lot of money. So we enjoyed our cards. They were always well-traveled, well-handled, well-loved back in the day. So, Jay Allen, you will be happy to know that in the next break of Topps Jumbo, I just left the base cards in there. Everybody was, after the first break, there were several people in chat going, oh, I wanted the base. So I put the base cards back in there, even though it's a gigantic 3,000 card break, which is going to be terrible to sort. But, of course, the shipping did have to be adjusted because every team's going to have zillions upon zillions of cards. So the shipping price was adjusted to reflect it, but I did leave it as the full case. I didn't go back to the half case, but I added the base in there, and I know that was one of the things that you were looking for in Topps Update Jumbo, so I thought you would be happy to know that, Jay Allen. Yeah, there was a bunch of 1952 Topps that got dumped into the ocean. That's why those Mickey Mantles are worth what they are worth. There was a lot of it that didn't sell, got returned, or whatever the case may be, didn't get sold originally or got returned, whichever the case was. And yeah, because they didn't want, then it just floating around for future whatever use. I guess they thought it would get dumped or something. So yes, they did. They dumped it in the ocean. They absolutely did. So that's why the Mickey Mantle is what it is, because a bunch of that stuff did in fact meet its maker, the Pacific Ocean. And we talked about that before. There was also that Atari took all those E.T. video games that didn't sell and didn't do well, and they dumped them in a landfill, buried them in a landfill, and people are always digging for them. Orioles, Tim Beckham, blue border, numbered to 25. So yeah, people always trying to find the buried stuff for the ET video game. I guess Atari should have thrown their stuff in the ocean too. You can't go dig that up. A baseball statistician, Bill James. So, yeah, okay. Here's what that means to us. That means that we will be using random.org to award the autograph hit of Bill James, the statistician. So everybody's going to have a shot at that one. But, you know, every year in archives, there's something like that. You know, sometimes it's fans, sometimes it's stuff like that. But there's always extras in there. There was, last year was the guy who, he has all the baseballs. He travels around and gets all the foul balls and stuff, stadiums all around the country. And he's really well known. I can't think of his name at the moment, but he was one of them last year. And then there was another crazy fan that, what team was he associated with? I can't remember. Another fan that was one of the inserts, autograph inserts last year too. So there's always a few of them. Yeah, I don't know why a statistician, but and sometimes, you guys should look it up on eBay. I have no idea if that one's worth any money, but some of the fan ones and stuff last year, is another Sandlot, were selling for like 20 bucks of autograph cards. So I don't know if the statistician does or not, but I will definitely say the fan last year, one of them was maybe Vinny something or another one. And then the one that collects the foul balls from all over the country, I don't remember his name. But if you felt so inclined to look up Bill James, the statistician, I bet you'll find his autograph sells, believe it or not. It's kind of the unique thing about archives. Some people like that crazy stuff. Oh, Gina said, you think it's sad that they consider Bill James as a hit? Yeah, I mean, again, some of those are worth, some of those random things that are in there, the autographs are worth more than pulling out a baseball player that nobody's interested in. I mean, I'm just saying that that's just a fact on some of them. So, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice to have a statistician necessarily. But maybe we'll look it up and find it's, you know, selling for 20 bucks or something. I don't know. Danny Duffy, Kansas City Royals. It is numbered to 175. But to answer your question, Buckeye, yes, that is absolutely counted as one of the two autographs. Here is our second one, by the way. It is for the Pirates. And it is Orlando Merced, numbered to 150, I think that says. Yeah, okay, so see, you guys said that on eBay, that the statistician just sold on eBay for 36 bucks, and one numbered to 150 went over 40. See, I'm telling you, you think, oh, it's terrible, it's not worth anything, but I'm telling you, they are. They are worth something. Maybe not to you personally, like maybe you don't want it, but there are people who will want the oddball autographs that come out of archives. And honestly, that will probably sell for more than the guy we pulled from the Mets a while ago. Although, well, I don't know, the Mets guy was numbered, so maybe not than that one, but realistically, that will probably sell for more, oh, cool, than some of the baseball players we pull out of here. Gina, you said you found one for 1 cent, but was that the sold price or the listed price or what? Because, you know, lots of people will start them at a penny or whatever, but it doesn't mean they're going to sell for a penny. And also sometimes when you look at completed listings and you see something for a penny, you'll open it up and see like that it ended early. You know, the seller canceled the bids and ended the auction, and they've relisted it, or, you know, had their pricing wrong or something else wrong or that. Somebody had it buy it now for 1 penny. That seems really odd. Huh, and that's an active listing, huh? Weird. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm just, my past experience with archives has been that most of the time, the oddball stuff, you'll find a buyer for it. Typically, I would say in, you know, the $10 to $15 range. And if you get lucky and like somebody said, some of these this guy are going for 30 plus, then great. But there definitely, there are people who will want them anyway. Oh, Gina, you said you were kidding. It's not a buy it now for a penny. Gotcha. I thought you said, because Roper said it was sold right after you wrote that. So I thought, oh, wow, it really did sell for a penny. That's kind of crazy, but I got you. Buckeye for Fun says with $15 shipping. Yeah, exactly. Some people still haven't figured out that eBay changed that a few years ago, and they take their percentage of shipping just the same as they do of anything else. So sad but true. I really hate that too, because I mean that's just so stupid for eBay to take a percentage of the shipping. That just means you have to mark up the shipping to account for the percentage that they take and that PayPal takes. You know, they want everybody to charge less for things if you're a seller, but then they take more and more and more of it. So it's like, come on, why are you taking part of shipping? Well, it's because of people just like that used to list stuff for a penny and then they'd put shipping for $200 or something. And so eBay was making no money and people were scamming them that way. And so then all of us got punished. And they said, no, we'll put an end to that. We'll charge a percentage off of everything. Silly eBay. Gina, you said you're looking for a hot dog vendor autograph. Does this one put you over the edge, kind of like archives, or kind of like Allen and Ginter does? This is numbered to 99. It is Frank Thomas and the White Sox. Oh, Jay Allen, your phone battery died. My phone battery has not been holding a charge very much lately. I need to figure out what's going on with it. Maybe I need to let it run all the way down and start from scratch and see where that gets me. You liked Goodwin Champions, though? Yeah, see, Goodwin Champions is to me, it's a lot like Allen and Ginter because it has the same kind of deal. It's multi-sport. It's actually different in the sense that the athletes are multi-sport, whereas you're predominantly baseball in Allen and Ginter with a few mixed in other athletes and things. But then, of course, there's all kinds of crazy relics and stuff that have nothing to do with sports in Goodwin as well. That is numbered to 25. It is another Frank Thomas. So the White Sox, which I believe Jay Allen has, with a pair of numbered Frank Thomas coming out there. 4-2 Red Sox, bottom of the 7th. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's got a Red Sox kind of vibe, doesn't it? I mean, I said that after last night's game. I don't know. I'm feeling like the Red Sox might just pound them. I mean, like, they just might beat the Dodgers right into the dust. Of course, it's going to switch back to LA, and that'll probably help some. Oh, there's a nice little rookie reprint of Frank Thomas, speaking of. But the Dodgers just never really looked like they were in their groove at all in game one. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to have to do. Maybe getting back home to LA will help them out some. They'll get a day's rest. It'll be warmer. Maybe they'll be happier. I don't know. Coming attraction, Shohei Ohtani there. Yeah, Gina, I would like to have seen a Jungle Book illustration come out too in Goodwin Champions. Like, I really would like to have seen that come out. Because that would have been the original illustration, of course, would have been super cool. But the Canine Companions, those came out quite often. Another Sandlot. Those Shohei rookie. Those Canine Companions came out a lot more, even a lot more than the odds on the box and the pack said they should come out. So, I don't know. Really? You replace your phone battery on your cell phone every year? I do not do that. I guess I should, huh? But gosh, I don't know that I don't think I've replaced the battery ever in this phone that I have right now. Gary Pettis for the Angels, and it's a blue border as well, which means it's numbered to 25. So Gary Pettis and the Angels to 25 is our next autograph hit out of this box. And once again, waiting until right near the end to show itself is our second autograph. It is for the Giants. This is Rob Neen? Yeah, he's another one I don't remember. There was a period of time, though, where I kind of stepped away. Well, where I absolutely stepped away from collecting. And I really didn't watch a lot of baseball during that time frame either. So that guy must have been playing kind of in that dead period where I was like, I didn't really watch it much. So that'd be my guess, because I don't remember him at all. We have 3 boxes completed, 2 boxes remaining in this half case of archives. Latchman, are you asking me about Heritage High Number? As in, do I have more Heritage High Number? Or are you asking about Heritage, the first Heritage that came out at the first of the year? Because the early Heritage that came out early in the year, I don't have it all. Completely out of that. I know for certain I don't have that. Heritage High Number, I do still have a half case of, which I just haven't managed to work myself around into breaking yet because we've had so much other stuff coming out. But that's all I have left of Heritage High Number is a half case. But regular Heritage, no. So I'm not sure which one you're asking about, though, Latchman. We'll open some more of those packs in a minute. I wanted to see what we had. You know, I can only deal with my delayed gratification for a certain period of time, and then I have to start looking at things again. You just said, you typed in yes, but I don't know which thing you were saying yes to, because there's a delay from the time that you type it in to the time that I see it. So I'm not sure. I hate to tell you that, Latchman, but I'm not sure which thing you are saying yes to. As in Heritage, the original one you're looking for, or Heritage High Number you are looking for. High Number. Yeah, I definitely do have a half case of Heritage High Number, for sure. Pat Neshek. And you know that I should know how to say his name because we've had a lot of conversations about him. For the Phillies, and that is numbered, is it not numbered? Yeah, to 99. There's the number on it. Because he's the one that for a while you could send him like a baseball card signed by somebody else because he collects. You could send one you didn't want to him and he would send you an autographed card of his back in return. But apparently he stopped doing that. He's also the one that was chasing around Zach Greinke looking for an autograph. I guess it was at last year's All-Star game, and then they got into some kind of little, they were upset with one another over that, and Greinke basically telling him, even if you send your kid who's like 6 or 7 or something, I'll never give you my autograph. It was very strange. They got into a whole dust up about it, and it's very weird. So, yeah, but he collects himself apparently, and apparently Zach Greinke doesn't like him, and there you go. Won't sign anything for him no matter what. So, Latchman, if you wanted to buy Heritage High Number, I would have no problem with that. I really haven't had time to break it yet. But here's the thing. I would want to sell it as all 6 boxes at once. Because otherwise, if, I just sold 1 box out of it, then I couldn't really do much to break the remaining 5. So I would either need to break it as the 6 box or sell it as the 6 box, basically. Ooh, did you guys see today Topps had the Topps Chrome Sapphire? It went live. It did not last very long. I did order a little bit of it. I did not order very much of it. I probably should have ordered more, but I didn't. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know if I will open it myself or if I'll open part and then use part as mixers that will open, or if I'll do it as just its own break. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet. But they sold out it really quickly. And of course it's kind of like Topps Chrome Jumbo, but like not exactly. It's got 3 autographs in it and some special parallels like you would find in a first off the line kind of deal for Panini. And I think they say on average 1 in every 4 boxes would pull a superfractor. So, I mean, there's some kind of some cool stuff about it. I don't know if any of you all saw it or bought it or anything, but I did pick up a little bit of it. And it sold out in, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe an hour or less. It was pretty fast that it sold out. I really wouldn't mind Topps doing more stuff like that, similar to what Panini does with their first off the line. Of course, lately, Panini's first off the line, the last 2 times I've tried to get anything, I get it in my cart with no problem, but then before I can even finish checkout, it will tell me it's sold out because they disabled that thing where you could do instant checkout and you didn't have to type in all the details, and now I guess I'm too slow getting all my details typed in. I mean, this last time it wasn't probably 90 seconds and the whole thing sold out. Now it was pretty fast. It wasn't like I was super slow. Runed, that is numbered to 175, Texas Rangers. Ah, Phil Garner. Wow. See, I'm sure I had that card too once upon a time. For the Pirates, a little Phil Garner autograph is our second out of this box. So we have got one box left to go. I've got a Bo Jackson Future Stars trying to hide from me back there for the Kansas City Royals. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows sports. So just keep in mind when we open this next, which is, I think, Saturday night, I think it is. It will be the full case, full 10-box case. Buckeye, you had almost all the Pirates from the 70s. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had a lot of them, and I had a lot of the Reds, of course, my favorite team. And just in general, though, from probably about... I was more the late 70s into the early 80s. I probably had, oh man, I mean thousands upon thousands of cards. And I kept them all organized by team. And actually, I took pretty good care of them, all things considered. Considering my age and all that. But, as I said, when I went to college, I was like, I'm tired of dealing with these. Sold them all. What they would be worth now would be crazy. All the Cal Ripkens and, you know, who knows what all. I mean, it would have been... it just would have been crazy. Jay Allen, you had a large Bo Jackson collection when you first started collecting. Oh yeah, I bet you do wish you had it now. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling nostalgic for my all my cards that I sold too. Yeah, I remember I put an ad in the paper and some guy came and just bought them all, like unsearched. Just bought them as they were, but there were thousands of them. Buckeye, your ex-wife talked you into giving them to her nephew 20 years ago. Oh, yeah, that's a rough one too. That is a rough one. Roper, I am doing Flawless Basketball, and I'm doing Flawless Baseball this Friday. When it comes out, I will definitely be doing Flawless Basketball when it comes out at the end of the month. I am doing Leaf Memorabilia Vault. They gave me an estimated shipping date on it today, but I've already forgotten what it was. Might be next Friday, maybe, for Leaf Memorabilia Vault. Whew, what is wrong with me? So, might be next Friday, but I didn't pay a huge amount of attention to that because he was telling me all the stuff that was coming next week, and I wasn't really paying attention to the Friday stuff because he'll tell me again. I know that's awful, but it's the truth. I was paying attention to the Monday stuff because I'm thinking, yeah, I got to have that listed for Wednesday, but the other stuff, I kind of half listened. Green Gamer, this is an eBay break of Archives break number 1. It was a half box case. We are closing in on the end of it that ended tonight on eBay. Buckeye, you said you might have paid for your nephew's college. Or I guess it wasn't your nephew, it was your ex-wife's nephew. But yeah, maybe. Maybe so. I don't know. Jay Allen, you're asking me what do I have about what? Which are you asking me about, Jay Allen? Have we seen either? We haven't seen either of our autographs yet from this box, have we? I don't think so. So we should still be looking for 2 in here, I believe, right? Because Pirates guy was out of the last box, wasn't he? This is what happens when you do breaks with so many base cards. I sometimes forget what's come out of what box. There's a nice little Juan Soto rookie. There's a Sandlot once again. Here's one of our autographs. Hey, it's a Pirate again, and it's Orlando Merced again. So Topps did a terrible job randomizing as far as those sort of things go. But Pirates have a bunch of our hits tonight, and that's your second one of Orlando alone. Oh, Jay Allen, you were asking Gamer which break he's looking for. I think he was probably looking for this break, I think, right, Green Gamer? Do you want us, I'll recap it shortly, Gamer, as soon as we look at the last of these. So if you hang out for just a few minutes, you'll be able to see what we've pulled. This is numbered to 175. It's Ricky Henderson for the Oakland A's. Sorry, that tried to jump away, but it didn't actually escape from me. Another Sandlot. Oh, it's Hercules. Oh, yay. I love that. I love that we've got the Hercules card for the Sandlot. That's so cool. See how easily amused I am? I know, sad. Sad but true, right? Sad but true. Alrighty, we are closing in on it here, kids. Here is our second hit out of this box, and it is Willie Wilson for the Kansas City Royals. And it is numbered to 150. For Mr. Willie Wilson. Okay, kids, we need to recap our hits. And after we recap our hits, actually, let's do our random first. We'll do our random, then we'll do our recap. So this guy, Bill James, our baseball statistician, is going to be given out by using random.org. So I'm going to bring you along with me as I usually do. We'll go first over here to the spreadsheet. This is just simply so that I can copy all of the team names from here, and then we'll take them and paste them into random.org. And Sandlot Cards, of course, was its own bidding category, so it's going to go over here along with us. It's going to be eligible for this as well. If I can get you on the right page, and then I'm going to follow along behind you. Let's get us back to the home page here. Everything will be pasted into random. I will hit random one single time. Whoever comes up in the number 1 position after we hit random is going to get that statistician autograph card. So we'll scroll down through here. You can see that each of our team names was in fact copied and pasted in here, as well as our bidding category for the Sandlot cards. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. It's going to the Tampa Bay Rays. So how about that, Tampa Bay? Let's get one more time. Let's get this and go ahead and put it in right now so that, yeah, you got it. I want to mark on it. That way, once it's in its nice little top loader here, I can do that. Well, I guess I could put Bay in there. All right. Now we're ready to recap. Bill the Statistician, going to the Tampa Bay Rays by way of random.org. Our Sandlot cards that are not autographed, Hercules, which I'm so excited that we pulled Hercules. I know, I'm so easily amused. Alan McLennan, a couple of those, Timmy Timmons and Scotty Smalls. So those are the base cards. Somewhere we'll see in a moment we had an autograph card for the Sandlot group as well. For the Oakland A's, we pulled Ricky Henderson to 175. Runed came out for the Rangers. That's to 175. Here's Frank Thomas to 25, Chicago White Sox. There's another Frank Thomas. That one's to 99 for the White Sox. Danny Duffy makes an appearance for the Royals to 175. And Tim Beckham for the Baltimore Orioles to 25. Those are our numbered cards that are not autographed. Buckeye, you're out. All right, man. We'll see you the next time. Jay Allen's not too excited that he got the strange guy, which is the status edition, of course. Willie Wilson and the Royals. That is numbered to 150. Orlando Merced and the Pirates. That one is not numbered. Phil Garner and the Pirates. That one is not numbered either. Pat Neshek for the Phillies. That is numbered to 99. Then we have Rob Nin or something like that for the Giants. Yeah, I told you guys I don't remember him. So Gary Pettis for the Angels. Numbered to 25. This Orlando Merced for the Pirates is numbered, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, to 150. It's up there in the corner. A Sandlot autograph, Kenny DeNunez. Pretty cool. And then we started off tonight with the Mets and Felix Milan. And that one is not numbered either that I see on there. So that's it for tonight. Yeah, that's got us all locked and loaded. What I'm going to do right now is put up spreadsheet information one more time for those who may have missed it, or if you're watching it on the replay. We're going to put up information about your anticipated shipping date, and then we'll take a quick pass through the breaks that are coming up in the days ahead. So, of course, there were no free shipping breaks tonight. All of our breaks were paid breaks, and I am anticipating getting them out the door on Monday. If I am fortunate enough to have a productive rest of the week, maybe I can get some of it out sooner than that on Saturday, but I don't know. I'm not feeling particularly hopeful about it since the post office hours are short, so we'll leave it projected for Monday, and of course, if I can get it to you faster, I absolutely will. Looking at the days ahead, we are starting early every single night all the way through Monday of this upcoming week. So we're going to be at either 9:15 or 9:30 for the next several nights as we work through some of this heavy base card stuff. Tomorrow night will be a half case of Hoops basketball. That's going to be another long break. It's probably approaching the length of Topps Jumbo update that we did last night. So it's probably going to be close to 2 hours is my guess. And note that Veteran Base does not ship in that break. It has its own bidding category. And we'll start at 9:15 tomorrow night. On Friday night, we'll start at 9:30. We'll open more 5-star baseball. We'll open a half case of Flawless baseball, which is a Friday release. We'll open some more Immaculate basketball, which is the last of the Immaculate basketball. And we will open a 12-box full case of Prism football. Woohoo! Because Friday is the release date for Prism. I'm excited. Saturday, we'll start at 9:30 and open a single autographed baseball jersey. We're going to open a full case of 2018 Leaf autographed full-size football helmets. And you know what? I've never done the full-size helmets by a case before, so we're going to see how it goes. If it goes well, we'll open some more by full cases. If it doesn't, we'll go back to doing them one at a time. But hey, let's give it a shot and see how it rolls. We'll open more Flawless, and then also on Saturday night, a full 10-box case of Archives. On Sunday, starting at 9:30, we will open a half case of Leaf autographed mini helmets, a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys, and the rest of the case of Panini Hoops basketball, all on Sunday. On Monday, we'll start at 9:30 one more time, and it will be a Hit Parade Series 7 autographed baseball jersey. followed by a 4th and Goal football box. Those are pretty cool. They've got 4 autographed memorabilia items in them. It has a jersey, a full-size helmet, a mini helmet, and a photograph all in one box, so it's always fun to open. And then we'll open another full case of our Topps Update Jumbo. I am going to ship all the base cards in that one, much as I absolutely hate to. I'm going to because you guys requested it. But of course, the shipping price is a little higher to reflect that because, yeah, it's a 3,000 card break. It's massive. That is it for our recap tonight, and that's all of our spreadsheet information as well. So I think we are finished up for this evening. I thank you very much for spending part of your Wednesday new release night with me, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow night or somewhere along the way this week. Until then, take care, have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.